If you're a planner person like me, you might be wondering how to use all the monthly spreads we accumulate, right? I mean, there are monthly spreads in PowerSheets, season by season daily planner, Cultivate's monthly planner, and probably a few more that I'm missing. So what can we do with them all? Can they really help us maximize our productivity, or are they just wasted ink? I'll give you a hint, they're not wasted ink. Stay tuned for 12 creative ways to use your monthly planners. And listen, these are so good, you might be wishing you had even more monthly spreads, I promise. Hey, what's up? I'm Kelly from Team Cultivate, and today we're talking about monthly planners, which surprisingly do not have to be used for just monthly planning, despite their name. By the way, if you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe and click the little notification bell. Then YouTube will send you more videos just like this. Okay, so let's take a look. Hi, we are at my desk now so you can see the tools that I used, and I will show you all of those first because I know that you're going to want to know. So here is what I used to create these 12 amazing creative ways to use a monthly planner. So I have these dot pens. You can get these off Amazon. These are great. We're going to go in my pencil pouch. I also used mild liners for highlighters. I also used these great click art. I guess they're like pen markers, but they work really well for this particular planner. They don't bleed through. I used two different pens in this planner for this video. I used the Uniball Vision Elite on one page, and it kind of bled through on this planner. The paper is really lightweight to keep the planner portable. So I love using this Uniball Vision Elite in my PowerSheets. It works great in PowerSheets. But for the monthly planner, it was not my favorite. My favorite pen for this planner is called the Uni Jetstream. I found it on Amazon. It is 0.28 in width, and you'll see why that's important in just a second. All that stuff fits just right in my pencil pouch. And I also used just a regular old-fashioned ruler, which we'll see in just a minute. This is the 2023 monthly planner from Cultivate. My plan is to use my monthly planner to kind of dial in on one of my goals particularly, but for this video, I just made each month have a different theme so you could see some different ideas. You can see as we're flipping through, it's so beautiful. It has really pretty florals. You've got your year at a glance. Now, like I said earlier, you can use any of your monthly planners in any of your Cultivate products. So if you want to buy this monthly planner and use it as a wellness track, here's a great example, which I'm going to explain in just a second. But you can also use the monthly planners in your 90-day PowerSheets or your 1-year PowerSheets. Okay, so this first idea is a wellness tracker. I had so much fun creating this and thinking of cool ways to track wellness over the course of a month. We do have a wellness tracker that's done by the week, but I thought this was really fun to see your progress over the course of a month, especially if you use it as a wellness tracker for all 12 months. I'm sure by the end of the year, you would see great progress. So here's the code here, vitamins and water. So every day that you see a red dot is a day that vitamins were taken. Each one of these blue dots represents water. I also wrote out macros, but you could track anything here, food, weight loss, inches, whatever you wanted to track, and then workouts here at the bottom. All I did was use that really thin pen that I just showed you and a ruler, and I just broke it down into 3 sections per box, and that was really easy. Idea number 2 is a meal planner, and I have 2 different samples for how this can be done. You may want to track your food that you eat every day, especially if you have like a wellness goal. So you could track breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or you might just want to track your family meals at night. I love this idea because that way I can see if I'm repeating meals or if I want to try a new recipe or if I want to go out to eat with friends or anything like that. Having a meal planner over the course of a month will save money, it'll save time, and it's just a lot of fun. I recently switched to using a monthly planner for my budget versus using an app. I always have used an app in the past, but having it out on paper has been really helpful for me. So in this case, you can see paydays. I also get cash out on Fridays and kind of like pay myself on Fridays according to my budget. This is really helpful for me to put down here so I can budget and plan ahead for important things that might need extra money. So birthdays, travel plans, that kind of thing. Also, I put where I'll roll over for debt. So right before payday, I roll all my extra money over, put that on debt that I have. And then I also schedule in budget refresh meetings where I can take a look at my budget. Usually that's on the first of the month. So this is a great way to keep your goals, your financial goals right in front of you. You can also do this for the whole year. So you could go through and put all your mortgages or all your power bills or all your car payments. all the way through the year and then kind of plan it out from there. So I love doing that. It's really helpful. So in Cultivate's monthly planner, just like with a true Cultivate product, every quarter there is a space for you to reflect. And I especially like this idea in our monthly planner. If you're going to use your monthly planner, let's say, to really dial into a financial goal, because these questions are broad enough that you can use them to write about anything. So favorite memories, maybe that's paying off a credit card, or media. Maybe you listen to a podcast about finances that you love, or maybe something's going great. Maybe something's not going great. Maybe you're grateful for something or you're looking ahead. Maybe you have notes that you want to take just to remind yourself throughout the month of things that you had wanted to accomplish. If you are planning on using it in a creative way, it helps you kind of stop throughout the year and think about what's going well and what is not going well. Idea number 4 is a gratitude journal. I got this idea from my dad. He used to send me music every morning, wake up music. And so I started every single day, I would write down the song that he sent me. And I just love that practice. It kind of helped me be mindful of each day. So I kept doing this in my PowerSheets. I just write one activity from the day that I'm grateful for, like the weather was perfect, or I had a great night with friends, or even if it's just something silly, like I had a lazy Saturday catching up around the house. Being mindful about these things really helps me. And I also love looking back on a whole year of things I'm grateful for. It helps so much to keep us present. So I love the idea of using this monthly planner as a gratitude journal. Next is idea number 5, word of the day. If you're already using Write the Word journals from Cultivate, then you are familiar with this practice. In that Bible journal, it has a space for you to keep a phrase or a word from what you read that morning. But this is also a really good mindful practice, even if you're not using those journals. So let's say your word of the day is movement. That will remind you to get up from your computer or stretch or take a walk break. Maybe it's expressing joy. Maybe you want to call someone and tell them how much you love them, or listen to some happy music or something like that. I just think it's kind of cool to see how words grow and change over the course of the year. Okay, so here is idea number 6. As a reading log, this is probably one of my favorite ideas for using a monthly calendar. I think it would be so cool at the end of the year to see all the books that you've read, and then also the little nuggets that you took away from each one of the pages. So here you can see where I started a book. I wrote it in pink, so it'd be easy for me to see. And then as I completed pages, I wrote the pages that I read with just a little blurb about what I learned. And this monthly planner is perfect because it's lightweight and it would fit perfectly in a reading bag. So if you like to read when you're on the go, you could just throw it in your purse or your bag and you'd have it with you wherever you went. Again, there's more reflection. You're going to have these quarterly, so you're going to see a few more of these. Great way to check in on your goals. Number 7, this is the one I need. This is a housekeeping planner. Did you know that experts recommend cleaning certain areas of your house at certain times throughout the year? So if you search Google for a yearly household cleaning routine, you'll find lots of great resources there. And what I did was I just transferred the recommendations that I found onto my monthly planner, and then I added in my own, like these habits here for weekly things that I wanted to accomplish. It would be great if you had a full year where you could write out like, okay, I want to do the curtains this month, or I want to do the baseboards this month, instead of having to wait until you're having company and it's all hands on deck trying to clean everything all at once. Planning out your housekeeping over the course of a year can keep you on track. It can help reduce stress. It can keep your home cleaner, and it can actually help keep you healthier. Here, I just used my ruler and I just made some habits, or just some things that I wanted to make sure to attend to every Saturday. Bed linens, towels, floors, bathrooms, and toothbrushes, which is something that I started to do during all the sickness a few years ago, boiling my toothbrush, I only have one, on the weekends. It's really kept me a lot healthier too, so I highly recommend that. Number 8, we are talking about an event planner here. I don't know if you're social, if you have a lot of things going on. For me, my calendar just looks jammed most days, so having an event planner is really helpful for me. By the way, you can mesh some of these ideas together. So I have my event planner with some other things mixed in, but here's what I do for that. Wherever I know I have something really big going on that particular day, I make a big block so that I remember, hey, this is going to take up a lot of my time and I don't need to schedule much there. So first I make the big blocks, I write out everything that's going on, and then I work backwards and I add in the little tasks that go along with it. So for example, my friend Maggie is getting married. I need to make sure on Tuesday that I go and buy a gift for her shower, which is that weekend. Maybe if you have back to school coming, you want to set a time aside to order backpacks. Book club, maybe you want to prepare for that. Or if you're having a neighborhood party, you may want to back yourself out and remind yourself things that need to happen before this day comes. So this is how I organize that. Friends is pink, parties is green, church is orange, and school would be yellow. I like this a lot because there's like always a last minute thing that has to happen, right? So this helps me make sure that I have everything that I need for each event that I have to go to. All right, number 9, a family hub. I really love this monthly calendar because it's very lightweight and it also has ideas to add fun to your day. So if you need a family hub or you want to hang this on your refrigerator or in a hallway or in a mudroom or somewhere that's really central, this would be a super great resource for your family. Plus, it has some great ideas that you can all do together as a family. So you can give each child a color, you can give your whole family a color, and then basically just plan out like hockey games and baseball games and dance and piano and that kind of thing. Dentist appointments, just a family hub. You can see if you have 3 places to be, only 2 people to take the kids where they need to go. You might need to have a family meeting about that. All right, another reflection. Love those. Okay, let's talk about this one. I love tracking my habits over the course of a month, and I have used a bullet journal for a really long time, so I'm used to making habit trackers. This one, you can see I got a little messy over here, so I'm going to give you my tips. If you like tracking habits by the month and you want to make this for yourself, here's what you need to do. First of all, I accidentally drew through each one of the days, so I got smart on the second page and highlighted the days first, so I would remember not to draw through them with my ruler. Little tip, each one of the squares for the month is 4 centimeters, so you can divide it into fourths and it'll be perfect. And you can just make, 3 habits a day. I sometimes have habits, like right now I have some habits that I need to do multiple times a day. For example, drink water, stretch, and then engage on social media. So for me, this is a really great way to track habits because I can say, okay, on Sunday, I did great with water, I did great with stretching, and I did great engaging on social. Monday, not so great with water, great with stretching, and then social, also great. Just putting a dot there each time one of those things gets done helps me track my habits. It also helps me improve from day to day if I see like I'm kind of slacking on social or Thursdays I'm not as active on social, I need to pick up there. Or maybe on Tuesdays I'm not as active with my water. It's really nice to be able to see things all spread out over the course of the month. And it's pretty simple to make once I got my system down. So highlight the days first, divide them into fourths based off centimeters, and you'll be good to go. And you can have your own habit tracker too. All right, number 11, a memory keeper. There have been different times in my life when I've used a monthly planner as a memory keeper. For example, if you're changing jobs or you're in a new season of life, a new mom would want to track little memories throughout each day. So you can look back and see how your child has grown over the course of a year. Plus, I thought it would be really cool to have a whole year worth of memories by month. That would be a super sweet memento one day. And last but not least, this is a goal action step breakdown. We're really good at doing this here at Cultivate. You may want to put out some things on your calendar that you absolutely know you have to do. If you have big plans, you might not be able to work on your goals every single day. But in this case, I just use my dot pen. I have family goals, reading goals, and business goals. So for example, I know that I have easier days on these days and I want to engage with my friends, call them, go out for a girls' night with them. Maybe I want to update Goodreads for my reading goal, get new books, donate unwanted books. And then for business goals, if you have a business goal, I know a lot of cultivators are entrepreneurs, so maybe you want to follow new accounts or go to networking events or launch a website. Breaking down your goals over the course of a month gives you a realistic picture of what you can actually do. And I thought it was really, really cool to have them all broken out in this monthly planner. Like I said, you have reflections so you can make changes. You have lots of notes pages. I really, really love how this monthly calendar also has reflecting on the year at the end of the year. So you can look back at all your habits that you tracked or all your memories that you kept or all of your finance goals that you worked on, and you can write out the best of each month here. You can write out just some really cool questions there, like a person that you're most grateful for, or a song that you love, or a meal that you tried. That is Cultivate's monthly planner and 12 creative ways to use it. This planner comes with this really nice belly band that you can take off. I wanted you to see how it would come when you get it. So that's all for today, but I'm curious, how do you use your monthly spreads? If you have your own ideas, let me know in the comments below. See you next week. Bye.